Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Tatiana Trecáková. I work at the Department of Sustainability and Product Ecology, and my short presentation will focus on life cycle assessment, carbon footprint, and sustainability indicators. This topic nowadays are highly emphasized due to the effort of whole society to reduce environmental impacts. And how we can quantify and summarize like this environmental impact is we can use this methodology LCA, life cycle assessment. This method is analytical tool to assess product, technologies and services throughout their entire whole life cycle, from raw material extraction till transport, production, until the end-of-life treatment. What is most important is that this method allows us to quantify and summarize these results in several environmental impact categories. This method consists of 4 stages, such as goal and scope, inventory analysis, impact assessment and interpretation, and it's also internationally standardized within ISO standards series 14040. Where we can see the application of this method nowadays is, for example, in research and development, when we can assess, for example, new developed products or technologies and their potential environmental impacts. In strategies, in policies, this method becomes an interesting tool to estimate environmental impacts of future scenarios. We can, for example, calculate greenhouse gases emissions with this method of products and whole organization, and that is also part of ESG reporting. This is also base technique to quantify environmental impacts of product, environmental product declaration or product environmental footprint, and it's also a base technique for eco-design, that is design of development new products with minimal environmental impacts. Carbon footprint is a hot topic of the moment, but we have to realize that potential environmental impacts of human activities are related not only one environmental problem or not only one component of the environment, but so from this reason we have to approach to this assessment in comprehensive manner. It means that, for example, some measure or tool can reduce one environmental problem, but it can cause either other environmental problem or problem in a different place or in different time. In that picture on the left, you can see the LCA results for 3 products in category climate change or carbon footprint, but on the left side you can see these LCA results in several impact categories. And you can see that yes, carbon footprint is a very important impact category. It's the orange one, second one from the bottom. But you can also see that there are more important impact categories, in this case such as resource use or particulate matter. With this methodology we can assess environmental impact in categories such as ozone depletion, eutrophication, acidification, ecotoxicity, etc. We can cooperate with you and within your project with LCA assessment to assess your new products, technologies or services. We can also compare alternative solutions and scenarios. We can define hotspots or potential for improvements, and also using eco-design we can propose some potential for improvement of environmental performance. So if you are interested in this topic, so please visit our website and feel free to contact us. And here you can see some of our ongoing project on the right. For example, me personally, I'm working on Western project that is evaluation of technologies for preparation of secondary raw materials. We assess with this methodology potential environmental impact of waste plastic mixed plastic waste treatments such as thermochemical decomposition of waste, or for example mechanical treatment of this waste. So catch the wave with the life cycle assessment, and that's all from my side. Thank you for your attention and for your time.
So, time to questions.
Time for questions. Good.
Okay, thank you very much. I guess somebody has to ask, right?
Yeah.
What I'm interested in is that the social aspects. But can you catch also the social aspects of the processes in the LCA?
No, because it's other methodology. It's called life. This is LCA, life cycle assessment, and there is also social life cycle assessment. It's another type of method, but yes, it exists, and it can also like consider social aspects of like product or technology life cycle. But
just somewhat question of somebody who, if somebody produce some new material, and what parameters are important for you that you can do this life cycle assessment? I prepare a new type of polymeric material, and I want to proceed with this. So what's required from your side?
okay, this is a logic question, and for LCA, like very important is data collection and available data. And we normally use like two sources of data. One is like site-specific data from, for example, producer of this new material. But still we also need generic data or data set data, for example, if you have inputs for this production, so for example, I don't know, electricity or energy carriers or other raw materials. So we need to have data also about production and environmental impacts of these inputs, energies and materials. So we use generic data, and also we use that specific data from the producer, for example, about amount of spent energies, amount of spent inputs, materials, amount of emissions produced, etc. So we need data from the really extraction of raw materials till the production, data about transport, and also information about end-of-life treatment of the produced, for example, material or products. Is that this answer for your question?
So, in fact, not only about the new material itself, but also about the procedure, how it was produced, in fact.
Exactly, exactly.
There's a question.
I couldn't catch information from the slide about 3 products. Can you show the slide of 3 products and the last one, product 3? So is that, I mean, the information in the database can be accessible to the end user, I mean, to the customers? Let's take a look at the product 3. So all the information there with the bars there is accessible to the end user in the future.
Oh, okay. So your question is if these results or information is intended to inform like end user? Yeah. Also, but not only. I think it's like this information or results of LCA analysis are basically used by producers, like for improvements on their products, and also for consumers, because you can, like, I don't know, I would like to choose the product with the minimal environmental impact. So yes, for example, this EPD, what I mentioned in my presentation, Environmental Product Declaration, that is declaration about products and their environmental performance. So it's for users and users of like products, and they can choose like what they want. Like if they want to have product with the lowest carbon footprint or lowest acidification rate, so it depends. But yes, it can have like many uses.
So, if there are no other questions, I think that I don't understand this. I think that with this we can thank again Tatiana and